We are going to talk about Eberron 14. Well, it's their next, big release, so they're going to be talking about it quite a bit, aren't they? So Eberron 14, the Artificer, still can't say that word, coming soon. They have, Wizards of the Coast has listed the changes to the various species. So there's an article on EML with it all listed, but basically we already knew from last week that it was Changeling, Kalashtar, Khoravar, Shifter, and Warforged.
That's quite interesting. I'm familiar with 4 of those, but not with Khoravar.
Okay, I'm not familiar with Khoravar either. However, I can tell you what they've said.
Yes, tell me more.
So in order, let's go in order, because we're like that.
That's alphabetical, as all things should be.
So the Changeling. This is based on the Changeling from Mordenkainen Presents Monsters of the Universe.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with that particular iteration of the Changeling. And one of the changes it has is that the Shapeshifter ability, they have advantage on charisma checks while shape-shifted.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Makes sense?
Yeah, because, I mean, you can make your appearance what you desire it to be. And, like, appearance can persuade people of all sorts of things. Like, if you wanted to, say, dye your hair bright pink, you could persuade people that you were exciting and interesting.
It'd be a lot easier if you were a shapeshifter, if you were a changeling.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like, then you just imagine it, and your hair would go pink. That'd be
a lot less messy as well, I imagine, and expensive, and time consuming.
It's like it's really not that much of an effort, really.
Not dyeing your hair pink.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. I've never tried it.
I haven't lived.
Well, next week maybe. Fingers crossed. I might do it. I will not do it. So the next species on the list is the Kalashtar.
Kalashtar, yeah.
You know what a Kalashtar is?
I am a bit shaky. I recall them being immune to psychic damage, or resistant to psychic damage, rather. And that's something to do with how they are connected to the outer realms and aberrations. And they have weirdness flowing through their veins.
Well, they now have the aberration creature type.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
Also, they have mind link ability, which allows them to enable multiple creatures to communicate with them telepathically, and they don't have to. Apparently, they used to have to be able to see you. Now they don't. Finally, there's a Severed from Dreams ability where they gain proficiency in one skill of their choice after a long rest.
Severed from Dreams?
Severed from Dreams.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's a nice little thing. I don't know, you go to sleep, you wake up, and you're like, I know how to make beer now. Good times.
Yes, because I dreamt about it, I guess.
Yes.
I dreamt about brewing, and now I know how to brew.
Yeah, isn't that how everyone learns things normally? I don't understand.
But, of course,
yeah.
Now, what they've got is they've got one of those tapes that you put under your pillows. In the 80s,
Yes.
They're trying to get you to stop smoking or whatever,
Yes.
Did those things ever work? I'm sure they didn't.
I don't know. It's not the stupidest thing. For instance, Alan Carr's one way to stop smoking is essentially repeating the same argument over and over again.
Oh, his book was excellent. I think I credit that with me stopping smoking 15 years ago.
Yeah, we do it. It's argument through repetition. Yeah. I mean, it just says the same thing over and over again, but in different ways. And
he very cleverly portrays it as in not something you're losing, but something you're gaining as well.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
So that really, 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 really helped, I think, for me. But this is a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I found it quite an interesting book and an interesting example of that sort of argument and so forth. I've never smoked myself, but I knew someone who was desperately addicted, couldn't go from shop to shop without needing a fag in between. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. I know people who are like that still. Like, you try to have a drink with them, and like every other sentence, oh, you're gone. You're outside. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
See you in 5 minutes.
I know it's a terrible addiction. Anyway, so enough of that. Sleep
enough of that,
hypnosis aside, yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is the Khoravar.
About
So
which we've established that we know nothing.
Don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Should I attempt to find out using the magic of the internet? It's like a half elf. It's a half elf. There we go.
Oh,
it's everyone's version of a half elf.
That's probably why I don't know what it is, because I just found out, oh, it's a half elf, and then immediately consign it to things I didn't need to know because I know what a half elf is.
Yes, yeah. But they've basically removed the half species terminology from D&D now, haven't they? So I guess they need to rename things. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and also because they don't have elves. Oh no, they do have elves. What am I talking about?
In D&D,
I guess it's
they famously have elves in D&D.
In Eberron specifically,
right? Okay.
Because so it's sort of like it's one of the cooler things about Eberron is the striving towards like a sort of a cultural approach, although they are limited by working with the Mythons on that is the 5e rule set. So Khoravar is actually like sort of more of a culture. So it's like, instead of like having a random half elf like Tanis, it's like you've got a nation of Tanises. Taniti? Tanis half elven?
Yeah.
Tanis.
No, it's just the way you're saying Tanis and not Tanis. It's just like throwing me a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely Tanis.
Well, I think we'll have to agree to disagree then.
Well, it's definitely Tanis. Anyway. The Khoravar. So, it's now a unique playable species in the world of Eberron. Dark vision, 60 feet.
Yeah.
Advantage on saving throws to avoid or end a charmed condition with their Fey ancestry.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
A Fey gift. They know the Friends cantrip.
Oof.
They can switch it. They can switch it after a long rest for any cleric, druid, or wizard cantrip.
Oh, wow. That's a bit nice.
So I don't even know why you need to know the Friends cantrip, because that's a wizard one anyway. So why didn't they just say you can, after a long rest, you can have any cleric, druid, or wizard cantrip? Doesn't really matter that you know the Friends cantrip, does it?
Try and get someone to use Friends cantrip, I guess.
I guess.
There are use cases for it. I'd have to check the 2024 rulebook, but my previous use case was I'll play a warlock with Mask of 1,000 Faces and go around using Friends cantrip on people to annoy them whilst I'm infiltrating their fortress, and then constantly switch my disguise.
What does it do? Advantage on charisma or something like that?
Oh, yeah, I think it gives you advantage on charisma persuasion checks.
Right.
But the 2014 version was that they then hated you, and that was often interpreted as they would go to really quite unreasonable lengths to track you down and stab you.
Do you know what? If you've been telepathically gaslit, I haven't got a problem with that.
Yeah.
That's not a nice thing to do.
That's what I'm saying. Use that with like disguising yourself, and therefore they start hating other people unless you can spread chaos and confusion, which, as we know, is the role player's friend.
Oh, yeah. What else we got? We've got lethargy resilience for the Khoravar. They can turn a failed save to avoid or end the unconscious condition into a success. Once per 1d4 long rests.
That sounds like they have messed around with sleep. I need to read the 2024 versions of spells. Maybe that's what's going on there, because normally they'd be like immune to sleep or something, because like, elf or half elf, but still,
yeah. I mean, the unconscious condition can come out from things other than just a sleep spell, though, I guess. So
I mean,
broader thing than that.
General purpose sort of thing. I mean, but I'm just struggling to think of an occasion when you would fall unconscious, but without having fallen to 0 hit points. That is,
yeah.
Interesting. Anyway,
and the last one for the Khoravar is skill versatility.
Yeah. The standard old half elf one,
which is the same. Finish a long rest, swap the proficiency for a different skill or tool.
Oh, so they can
the same as the Kalashtar.
Yes. Okay. That's that's an upgrade for skill versatility, but I don't know.
What was it before?
Skill versatility was that you could just learn you could pick a skill at character creation and you're proficient in that.
Okay.
But it was just from anywhere, which was it wasn't the best, but it was nice, flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
And now it's just you can change it. Okay, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, the next one is the Shifter.
Oh, I love these guys. I actually played one in a campaign. I was playing a barbarian, and if the rule was if I thought of something, I had to do it.
Okay.
It was very silly.
When you say thought of something, if you uttered it out loud, or if it popped into your head.
If it popped into my head, like I could reasonably insert it into the game. Yeah. So there's one point where we're on like this giant bridge because they got like a sky city, and someone's been murdered on it. I'm like, oh, they must have gone off the side, and it's like, wait, this is a bridge with like immense levels of thing. But I thought of it, so I said, here, hold this rope, and then threw myself off the side. I was expecting to be dangling there like and feel slightly stupid, like a very angry yo-yo, but realised I was actually facing a cybernetic assassin who had chosen to hide underneath the bridge, hanging off the bottom. Because who in their right minds? Apparently, I did ask the GM afterwards. I was like, no, that's where they were hiding because that's where they needed to hide. I didn't think anyone would look. I'm like, okay.
Well, to be fair, you didn't look; you just jumped off the side. But...
Yeah. It was complete accident, but yeah, like I say, it's like if I wanted something, I had to do it. So,
okay,
impulsive.
That could be a really, really annoying character.
Well, potentially, but yeah,
I can see how that can potentially be very annoying.
Yeah, it's like I could also be easily dissuaded from doing things as well.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like there's no point being like impulsive and stubborn. That would be annoying. But
yes,
had you considered not doing that? Oh, no, I hadn't. Oh, I consider it now, so I must do
it. Yeah. So basically, if anyone says something to you, it has popped into your mind. That just makes you very suggestible, surely.
Well, yes, I am very suggestible.
All right, should we move on to the Shifter? The Shifter.
I think from the Shifter. Well, the Shifter we can talk a little bit about. Yeah. Bonus action, grow some fangs or some claws or something.
Yeah.
Like what? 4 different types.
Well, the change in this is that you can choose to be medium or small. You don't have to be medium.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when you select the species at the start. You can't like change constantly. Okay. But you can start play medium or small.
Okay. That sounds okay. Yeah. Anything else?
And then we got the Warforged.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
They now have the construct creature type, which makes sense.
Yes.
I would assume they probably did have, but I guess not. They have advantage on saving throws to end poison condition.
Okay.
They don't have to spend an hour to put armor on anymore.
Woo.
They don't need to sleep, and magic can't put them to sleep.
Okay.
And finally, they don't gain exhaustion levels from dehydration, malnutrition, or suffocation.
Okay. That's a nice way to go about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically all of that is just specifying you don't need to eat and sleep, isn't it?
Yes, or breathe.
Yeah, or breathe. Yeah.
Although changing it to you don't gain a level of exhaustion does mean that you can avoid the whole problem of like you got a poison at the feast, or you got a poison gas cloud, and the Warforged is essentially immune to the poison because they're not ingesting it.
Yeah, and they've got an advantage on saving throws against them. They don't need. They don't need to eat. Doesn't mean they can't eat. They just don't need to eat.
Yeah, they might do it on a social basis, or like there's no major ill effects from it.
Yeah. So there we go. That is the Eberron news for the week.